When I was younger, I was a big believer in having it all. Thought I could do anything and everything. As I grew up, I realized it was harder than I thought. I struggled, failed, succeeded, missed out on life events, and I tried to do too much. And let's just say eventually it was too much and I gave up. That I am pregnant and will be a mom in the near future with lots of goals I have yet to achieve. Once again, I'm pressed to ask the question, can we have it all? Guess lately I've been reflecting and just thinking a lot. When do I never overthink a lot of things? And there's this ideology I have inside of me ever since I was a young kid that I truly believe that we can have it all and that we are taught to be everything that we can be and to have it all. Speaking as a female, I felt the need to be good at everything, balance everything, and just, have it all. I had to be a great daughter, great friend, great lover, great wife, great mother. On top of that, maintaining my relationships and social life while working towards my career. And on top of all of this, basically to look good for the rest of my life. And I thought at a young age that I have to be perfect for this world. And not gonna lie, I really wanted it and strived to have it all. I truly believe that we can do it until one day I crashed. And I spent most of my 20s relearning and finding me. And that made me realize I still want it all, but I want to do it differently. To answer the question of can we have it all, I do believe that we can have it all, but it is different from person to person. We all have different perspectives of what having it all is to us, and our balance scale varies. As I'm entering this new season of my life, I do want to have it all. I want to focus on my career aspirations, being the best mom I could ever be to this child here and to my dog Benji. I also want to maintain great relationships with my family and friends and also with my husband. And on top of that, I want to do it while enjoying life and prioritizing my well being. So here's me navigating this journey of having it all and doing it a bit different than what I thought as a kid. My number one non negotiable is to never leave my well being in the back burner of my life. It will always be my number one priority to prioritize me and my well being and to take care of me. If I don't prioritize myself and take care of me first, I know I won't have the energy and the ability to have it all and be balanced with having it all. This time, when I'm thinking about, having it all and wanting to having it all, I really want to focus on balance and flexibility. Life happens, things change, the world moves in such a quick pace. We evolve and we grow, and that's beautiful. As human beings, we get to grow in this journey. So we also have to learn to adapt to this ever fast changing world. And so we have to adapt to that to us growing, to this world moving, and it's about finding that balance that also brings us joy and fulfillment in life. So these are the few key things I want to focus on while I'm going through this journey. Number one is prioritization. My priorities will be different day to day, week by week, months by month, yearly. It would be different. And this time, I want to be flexible in that and not be so structured in this aspect of my life because things happen and it doesn't have to be the same routine and structure every single day of my life. And it's not going to be the same. The world moves, we grow. Why does our priority have to be the same? So, focusing on my priorities, but being fluid with my priorities each day, month, annually, quarterly, weekly, whatever. Just know that it's not going to be status quo and accepting that it won't be status quo. So, one thing I want to do differently is because I'm such a visual person, I want to audit my energy each day to determine my priorities and what I should focus on. And with that, I want to do pie charts with colors and just percentage. Like I wake up and if I feel like, oh, maybe today I have 100% of energy or I just have 50%, and that what category should I prioritize that day? So I kind of know how I feel. And this is going to take trial and error because I don't know. I haven't really analyzed myself. And I think the best way do that is also adding some data and just analyze me. And by doing this, I could see trends and see what works and what doesn't work. I don't know if this is going to work, but you know what? I'm excited to try it out and see what happens. And maybe there is a trend based on how I sleep at night, when I go to bed, when I wake up, my moods, and my hormones that day. And really determine if maybe like depending on me, when do I have the most energy and blah blah blah. So I think that's gonna be fun. And yeah, so number one is just focusing on prioritization. So analyzing myself too and doing the data, but also being flexible with this aspect of it that doesn't have to be the same each day. Number two is learning to say no and to compromise. We can't say yes to everything. If I could, I would, but there's only 24 hours in a day. If I did that, I would be overwhelmed and burnt out and be super exhausted. And that's not what I want. I want to enjoy my life and focus on my well-being. Sometimes we just have to pick and choose what is important right now. And going back to prioritization, we don't have to give up the other choice and compromise. We could always go back to it. But what is the main focus right now? What should we prioritize right now? Like having a list of what is more important and a time frame of doing it. For example, for me, the baby's coming in wow, the baby is coming in 5 months. So that's probably a higher priority to, get things done, building my registry instead of spending more money on eating out and going out. I would use that money for buying baby things because the baby is coming out in like 5 months or so. So that's more of a priority right now. So just evaluating what's the top and low, but it doesn't mean that you have to give up the other stuff. We could always recircle it later in life. Number three is self-care, taking care of ourselves physically and mentally is so important. After all these years navigating through my 20s and basically learning me again, and I definitely do not want to leave that as the back burner of anything. I know what it does to me, and I know that if I focus on my physical, mental, and emotional self, I will do a lot better. And those are just the few tips I want to share with you guys. And, I want to have it all. I know I can't have it all with the balance and being able to enjoy my life. Right now, it seems very daunting because there's a lot that I really want to achieve, and we will tackle it the way that works for us. And it's also trial and error, and having these learning experience, you learn and we grow from this. But I truly believe that we can have it all and to not give up. I'm in my 30s. I'm going to be a new mom to this one in the future. And that's a lot. Yes, as I said, it can be overwhelming, scary, because there's a lot of unknowns in this world. But I still truly believe that we can achieve our goals and aspirations in this life, even when we're busy, and it might take a bit of time, and it just takes time to adjust and to know that we're not competing with anyone else, because definitely we see it everywhere in the media, social media, everything. And it is hard to not compare, but as long as we're moving in an upward direction, no matter how long it takes, we're still moving. Lastly, I want to end this video with a quote that I read, and it's this: don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time to shine. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe. Until the next, peace.